The sky glider of the ancient seas, Pteranodon. Around 85 million years ago, during the late Cretaceous period, much of North America was not dry land, but a vast inland sea called the Western Interior Seaway. This warm, shallow ocean stretched from the Arctic all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. Its shores were lined with tropical forests and low sandy beaches, and the skies above were full of life. Sea turtles paddled below the waves, fish darted through coral reefs, and long-necked plesiosaurs cruised beneath the surface. Above it all soared a spectacular creature, riding the wind like a kite with wings. That creature was Pteranodon, one of the greatest gliders the world has ever known. Pteranodon wasn't a dinosaur, it belonged to a group of flying reptiles called pterosaurs. But that doesn't make it any less exciting. Pteranodon had one of the largest wingspans of any flying animal in Earth's history. Some stretched as wide as 20 feet, about the length of a small plane. Its body, however, was lightweight and slim, weighing only about 25 to 50 pounds. This special body shape helped Pteranodon stay aloft for long periods of time, soaring silently over the ancient sea. Pteranodon's most eye-catching feature was the long, bony crest on the back of its head. These crests came in different shapes and sizes, some straight and narrow, others long and curved like a sail. Scientists believe the crests may have helped with balance during flight, or perhaps acted as a way to show off, like the antlers of a deer or the feathers of a peacock. Some scientists think the males had larger crests, while the females may have had shorter ones and wider hips for laying eggs. Pteranodon didn't have any teeth, even though its name means winged and toothless. Instead, it had a long, pointed beak, perfect for grabbing slippery fish from the sea. With its sharp eyesight, Pteranodon could spot schools of fish from high above. Then, using its powerful wings, it would glide down and snap up its meal right from the surface of the water. Some scientists think it might have even dipped its beak into the waves while flying, scooping up fish like a modern-day pelican. Its wings were supported by an incredibly long fourth finger, far longer than the others, which stretched out to hold the wing's edge. These wings were made of skin and muscle, much like those of bats today. When Pteranodon wasn't in the air, it folded its wings neatly against its body and likely walked on all fours using both its feet and hands. It may have moved awkwardly on land, but once it launched into the sky, it was right at home. Pteranodon lived near the coasts of the Western Interior Seaway, in what is now Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota. Back then, these areas were warm, breezy shorelines teeming with life. Gentle waves lapped against the beaches, and giant marine reptiles like mosasaurs hunted in the depths. Pteranodon likely nested on high cliffs or rocky ledges, laying its eggs in sandy hollows far from the reach of predators. Instead of flapping constantly like birds, Pteranodon used warm rising air called thermals to stay aloft. These updrafts helped it glide effortlessly for long distances without using too much energy. Its hollow bones made it incredibly light for its size, and its broad wings allowed it to travel great distances across open water, searching for food. Fossils of Pteranodon have been found in many layers of ancient seabed rock. Some of these fossils are so well preserved that scientists can tell the age and even the sex of the individuals. Most fossils belong to males with big crests, but females, slightly smaller and crestless or with shorter crests, have been found too. Fossilized wing bones, skulls, and partial skeletons have all helped paleontologists piece together how this amazing animal lived and flew. One surprising thing about Pteranodon is how many different ways it might have communicated. While we don't know for sure, Scientists believe it may have used body language, crests, or even sound to signal others. Some think the crests helped individuals recognize one another or warned rivals to stay away. Just like birds use colorful feathers or songs today, Pteranodon may have had its own special ways to be seen or heard. Although it soared through a world full of danger, like giant marine reptiles and toothy fish, Pteranodon was a master of survival. Its flight allowed it to escape threats quickly and travel long distances to find new feeding grounds. It was one of the dominant flyers of the late Cretaceous skies, soaring high above oceans and coastlines like a living sailplane. Today, you can see Pteranodon skeletons and life-sized models in museums around the world. Their wings stretch wide across exhibition halls, showing off the amazing design of this prehistoric glider. Animations and 3D models help us imagine how Pteranodon might have looked in motion, swooping down to catch fish, gliding with ease over endless seas, and rising up again into the clouds. Pteranodon may no longer glide above the oceans, but its legacy is still with us. It shows how animals can adapt to new challenges by flying instead of swimming or running. Its story is a reminder that the sky has always been full of life, even long before birds. Whether it was catching dinner mid-flight or simply gliding with the wind, Pteranodon was truly the king of the ancient skies.